Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to build a powerful DIY aquarium filter using simple PVC fittings and inexpensive plastic containers. This filter is designed to provide excellent mechanical and biological filtration while keeping the aquarium water crystal clear. The best part is that all of these materials are affordable and easy to find. If you've ever wanted to make your own aquarium filter instead of buying an expensive one, this project might be exactly what you're looking for. Let's begin. Preparing the materials. First, let's take a look at everything we'll be using. Here I have two plastic containers. One is the larger container, which will become the main filter housing. The second one is slightly smaller and already has drainage holes drilled into the bottom. This inner container will hold the filter media while allowing water to flow through evenly. Next, I have several PVC elbows and straight connectors. These fittings will guide the water through the filter system and back into the aquarium. I also have bulkhead fittings with rubber gaskets. These are very important because they create a waterproof seal where the pipes pass through the plastic container. Here is a perforated PVC pipe. This pipe contains many small holes that will distribute the water evenly throughout the filter media. I also prepared a filter sponge which will trap large debris before the water reaches the biological media. Finally, I have PTFE thread seal tape to make sure every threaded connection is completely leak-free. Now that all the materials are ready, we can start building. Installing the bulkhead fittings. The first step is installing the bulkhead fittings into the plastic container. These fittings allow PVC pipes to pass through the wall of the container without leaking. I carefully insert each fitting into the drilled holes. After placing the rubber gasket correctly, I tighten the nut from the opposite side. It's important not to over-tighten because the plastic container could crack. Once tightened properly, the fittings create a strong waterproof seal. Connecting the PVC pipes. Next, I begin assembling the PVC plumbing. I connect the elbows and straight connectors according to the water flow direction. Each piece fits together tightly. Before tightening threaded fittings, I wrap PTFE tape around the threads. This small step helps prevent future leaks and makes the connections much more secure. The goal is to create a smooth water path with as few restrictions as possible. Smooth water flow improves the filter's efficiency. Installing the spray pipe. Now I'm installing the perforated PVC pipe. This pipe plays a very important role. Instead of allowing water to enter from only one point, the holes spread the water evenly across the filter media. Even distribution means every section of the filter media receives flowing water. This increases biological filtration and helps beneficial bacteria grow more efficiently. Preparing the filter basket. Now it's time to place the smaller perforated container inside the larger container. The holes in the bottom allow filtered water to pass through while keeping all the filter media neatly separated. This design also makes maintenance much easier because the entire media basket can be lifted out for cleaning. Adding filter media. The first layer I'm adding is the filter sponge. This sponge captures larger particles such as leftover food, fish waste, and floating debris. By removing these larger particles first, the biological media stays cleaner for a much longer time. After the sponge, you can add biological media such as ceramic rings, bio balls, lava rock, or other porous materials. These materials provide an enormous surface area for beneficial bacteria. These bacteria naturally convert toxic ammonia into nitrite and then into the much safer nitrate. This biological process is what keeps aquarium water healthy and stable. If desired, activated carbon can also be added to remove odors, discoloration, and dissolved impurities. Final assembly. With all the filter media installed, I carefully place the basket inside the larger container. Next, I connect the remaining PVC pipes. I double-check every fitting to ensure everything is tight and properly aligned. Before using the filter in the aquarium, it's always a good idea to perform a leak test using clean water. This simple test can prevent unwanted problems later. Installing on the aquarium. Now the filter is ready to be installed. The water enters through the inlet pipe. It first passes through the filter sponge where large waste particles are removed. Next, the water flows through the biological filter media where beneficial bacteria naturally purify the water. Finally, the clean water exits through the outlet pipe and returns to the aquarium. This continuous circulation keeps the aquarium cleaner while maintaining healthy water conditions for the fish. Benefits of this DIY filter. One thing I really like about this filter is how easy it is to maintain. Whenever cleaning is needed, I simply lift out the media basket, rinse the sponge with aquarium water, and place everything back together. The PVC construction is durable and should last for many years. Another advantage is that the filter can be customized. You can increase the size, add more biological media, or modify the plumbing depending on your aquarium's needs. Building your own filter also saves money while giving you complete control over the design. Closing. And that's how I built this DIY aquarium filter using simple PVC pipes and plastic containers. I'm excited to install it on my fish tank and see how well it performs over the next few weeks. If you enjoyed watching this project, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more aquarium builds, DIY projects, and fish keeping content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.